are about to do some live cutting and powdering here in our shop. And this is the Toasty S'more. We are a micro marshmallowery. We are family owned and operated. We are the only marshmallow creator on the global marketplace in the world that uses real marshmallow root to create our marshmallows. This one is butter vanilla. I know it doesn't look like much, darlings, but let's see what we're also working on. This is a new release. This is our pina colada. Up here, we've got birthday cake. We've got one that's higher I can't reach right now. I do want to show you our blueberry cheesecake. These are all natural colors, my friends. We're the only ones using no corn syrup, all natural colors, marshmallow root. That's pina colada. This is creme brulee gourmet marshmallow. And over here is our rich French vanilla. We're going to start cutting this right now. And I do use a powdered sugar that is with a mix of gluten-free cornstarch. Forgive me, I have to fix my camera. I'm actually here live, by the way. My friend who's here. If you have questions, feel free to ask them because I'm actually here. We are located in the United States. We are in New Mexico. We are called the Toasty S'more. This French vanilla is with a butter flavor and it is also dairy-free. So even though it says butter vanilla for the flavor at thetostysmore.com, it is dairy-free. And again, we use real marshmallow roots. We use organic quality. And we do a cold water infusion for over 12 hours before we even start making the candy. If you're wondering what I'm putting, it's a special food grade bucket that helps me get the extra powder off afterwards. And let's check up our lineup here. We've got our mixers here so you can kind of see what's going on. It's pretty cool. A little bit behind the scenes. Marshmallows are amazing. Hey, Renee. Oh, it's Miss Pfeiffer. I recognize your name. Hello, darling. How are you? I'm glad to see you. Thank you so much. Did you subscribe and then you're like, hey, let me actually watch this thing? Yeah, I pre-cut because I had a hard time wrestling with my camera at the same time as my cutter. So I am going to do the satisfying part, which is the peeling. I'm doing pretty good. I'm in a really good mood today. I had a music lesson with a lovely soul who's very patient with me. So my heart is full of music and I feel happy. Yeah, welcome in, friends. We are the Toasty S'more doing our live marshmallow creation process. And as batches get ready, I will do live pours with you. But for now, we are doing our marshmallow peeling, which is nice and satisfying. Feel free to ask questions. I'm actually here. I'm a real person. And I'm Stephanie. I'm the creator of the Toasty S'more. And we are family owned and operated. It's just me and my family. And this is our butter vanilla. I know it doesn't look like much, but look at how massive this marshmallow is. Butter vanilla gourmet marshmallows. So 3 of these come in a pack, and they are gluten-free. Not all my flavors are, but a vast majority are gluten-free, dairy-free. We use real marshmallow root to make our candy, and that's really special. No one else is doing that. We really take great pride in our creations, and we're thrilled to have people ask questions. It gives me something to interact with. Otherwise, it's just going to be some therapy, right? Give me some. Okay, Shiva, here you go. Are you ready? Open up. Open up. Here we go. Nom, 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 nom. My camera's like, what? My camera went out of focus. Here, Shiva, try again. Open up your mouth wider. Nom, 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 nom. Hey, you know what? I have no pride. I have no pride. When it's like, we're going to have fun, it's all good. I don't take myself too seriously. I take my marshmallows seriously, but everything else is game. Yeah, isn't it like your life has changed? I'm sure. Yeah, those first calories are free, by the way. Yeah, the next ones though, you're gonna have to work for it. So yeah, you can find our confections over at the Toasty S'more. Burn off some butter vanilla. That's right. This is our French vanilla that is very powerful. I've changed the recipe recently. We are actually Shiva. I think these are 750 for 6 ounces. So if you're like, wait, I have nothing to compare that to, there are other companies here in the US that sell 4.5 ounces for 12 bucks, but we do 6 ounces for 7.5. Oh, thank you, Miss Pfeiffer. Yeah, we are in the United States. Yeah. Can y'all see that? I started zoning out and doing peeling like I always do. What's an ounce? What is it? 26 to, what is my sticker? Show me my sticker so I can do the grams. Just, okay. Just, I'll handle it. All right. So let's see. Here's what's on our package. So 6 ounces is 171 grams. Does that help? I can't remember that stuff. So anyway, they're 2-inch cubes. They're quite large. So each one is about 2 ounces, whatever that math is. Yeah. So anyway, what I'm trying to get around to is we're almost half the price of other marshmallow companies. So it's because we have a very low overhead. It's just me and the family. We don't have a brick and mortar shop. We don't have a bunch of employees. So we're able to offer our candies much less than other shops. And we're the only ones, like I said, that use real marshmallow root. And we use beef gelatin, by the way. The beef gelatin is the highest quality that we could find, and it is all certified halal. And we don't use any corn syrup. We're one of the very few marshmallow companies that uses no corn syrup. And our colors are natural colors. I know this doesn't look very vibrant, but like for example, this pina colada marshmallow over here, that is a granulated sugar I created here custom in our shop. It is a natural yellow granulated sugar on top of that pina colada marshmallow. So we do create our own sprinkles as well. So let me show you the birthday cake. Yeah. So we do our own sprinkles. See those sprinkles on my birthday cake marshmallows? I made every one of those sprinkles. They are natural colors. So pretty fun. Yeah, there is a blue one, actually. I'm doing one today. You're in luck. This is our blueberry cheesecake. We use a spirulina for the blue. That is our blueberry cheesecake. So what's really fun about this one is it does have a graham cracker crust like a real pie, like a real cheesecake. That's our blueberry cheesecake. Yep, and that's at thetoastysmore.com. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How are you doing, my darling? Oh, like how's it blue? The spirulina. Spirulina is a plant-based color that. So we use a company called Chef Master. Chef Master creates these food coloring syrups, basically, and I use their natural colors line. So I don't make the coloring myself. I use their bottles because I can't create my own. So here's an example.
$75 right here.
Yeah, so this bottle of food dye, you're way too close, is $75. You don't have to worry about that, but it's not a small deal. It's actually a big deal. So yeah. We just really insist on using the best ingredients because I think that the bar should be raised for what we call a gourmet marshmallow. Most gourmet marshmallows on the market, as they call them, have their first ingredient is corn syrup. We don't use any corn syrup at all. I think that's a trash ingredient. Yeah, it's expensive. Not all of the colors are that expensive, but that's the one that really gets me. But I insist on using the best ingredients because, we have a standard here. And,
That is the most expensive one, but even the cheap ones are like 20 bucks a
yeah,
bottle.
a bottle, yeah. That's why we like to do it around here. I'm going to ask you to do this bucket for me.
Okay.
Yeah, our butter vanilla, this flavor, even though it's kind of like the most ordinary flavor, we sell out of it constantly. Like we can barely keep it in stock. What flavor is this, and how are you holding the phone? I've got this contraption around my neck that I'm obviously not holding it in my mouth. But yeah, so there's a contraption around my neck that has a brace that holds the phone for me, and that's how I'm holding the phone. I'm not able to do a whole lot because I look really ridiculous, but we got to do what we got to do. I obviously can't touch the phone. So yeah, this one is butter vanilla. The vanilla is very strong. It has a buttery flavor, but it's not dairy. You can find all of our stuff at thetoastysmore.com. And then we also do live selling just for fun, just to interact with each other and kind of get to know each other on TikTok. And I do that from 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Yeah, you need your mouth to eat them. That's right. Okay, Shiva, open up again. This is for you. The thing is, I'm in Dubai. Okay. Yeah, we ship worldwide. So that's not a problem that you're in Dubai.
Oh, Washington, Dubai.
Yeah, we have several customers who are in Dubai, and they like our stuff because our marshmallows are halal certified. You can see the certificate on our website. And yeah, so it's all beef gelatin. None of our flavors or colors have alcohol. So yeah, we're halal certified. Yep. So it's not a problem if you decided that you wanted to. We do ship there. Okay, thank you. Bye, Shiva. Thanks for chatting. See, I love chatting with people. If you guys have just even the strangest little idea pop in your head about marshmallows or anything really, I'm happy to chat with you and we can just talk about whatever. It's good therapy. And so what I'd like to do on this, now that I've got it in my food grade bucket, is I put this shield on it. Behold, this is magical. It's like a little boop, 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 but this is a shield that protects my marshmallows. And now it's covered. And then I asked my sweet husband to shake them for me, and then he's going to pour them onto this tray so that we can get these into heat sealed bags efficiently. And if you could pour that out, I'd really appreciate it. Onto this tray. I'm going to put the tray over. Sorry about all this, guys. I know it's kind of weird, but like this is actually us working in the shop. So I'm going to have him put the marshmallows on the tray for me. So the best thing is just to dump them out as quick as you can, like towards the wall. Yeah, and then dump, 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 dump. There we go. And that's just going to be available for the next process. We have helpers that come and bag these up in heat sealed bags. See that? These heat sealed bags. And so that is our butter vanilla ready to be packaged. They're huge. 3 of these to a bag, by the way. So you can see it's quite a lot of candy. Anyway, that one is one that's really popular. We can barely keep it in stock. And so next, I'm going to reach high. Let's see if I can do this without killing myself. That'd be awesome. I'm reaching above me. I know the camera's pointing down. You'll get me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so above me, I have strawberries and cream. It's been really popular for um, the Easter holiday coming up. I'll take care of it from here. Thank you. And yes, these are natural colors, so bright and cheerful. So this one, so all of these are gluten free. There's nothing to cross contaminate. When I do use a different flavor, however, that has some kind of cross contaminate, like wheat or nuts, something like that, I do change gloves. But these are nothing is to cross contaminate, so it's totally fine. Just in case you're wondering. Most candy makers don't even use gloves. If you've ever watched candy makers making candy, um, they don't wear gloves. But we're doing this here. So, okay, strawberries and cream.
Low contaminant risk.
Yeah, we're a very low contaminant risk kitchen. Let me try to do this one. There we go. As I mentioned, I did pre-cut these because with the phone strapped around my neck, it's extremely difficult.
It's a circus.
It's a circus. We are the struggle bus. Beep, beep. Join us on the struggle bus. There's plenty of room on the struggle bus. Again, this is our strawberries and cream. People are buying this up for their Easter baskets. It's cheerful. These are natural colors, no corn syrup, real marshmallow root and beef gelatin. Pretty cute. So pink. Wow. Put a little bit more in there in case that opens it up. I want to be everything nice and dry. So strawberries and cream. It really tastes like fresh strawberries and cream. It's been really popular. See, these are fresh, so I'm having to encourage this pink to not be quite so moist. Feel free to ask me any questions.
I don't know what does it, but something makes the pink dye like incredibly thick.
Yeah, it's really thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to like get my do you even lift bro face to squeeze that bottle because it's no joke. It's like so incredibly thick. But anyway, yeah, I can barely muscle it out. That's the only one. And then like blue is like super watery. So they're all really different. I guess it's how it goes with plant-based dyes, natural dyes, food colors. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna start being more efficient because we're approaching 2 o'clock my time, which means I have to have this stuff like packaged and stickered and ready for my live on TikTok because I don't take that lightly. This is our only source of income. This is how our family survives. So if you like the idea of supporting a family business, that is what we do. We are thetoastysmore.com. I do have other socials, but I'm not very good at it. As you can tell from my editing skills here on YouTube, that carries over. I just kind of do the live thing because I like talking with people. I find that engaging and real, and that's what I want to be. Hello there, and welcome to the Toasty S'more. We are making marshmallows. These are our strawberries and cream marshmallows. I am live, I am real. Feel free to ask me any questions. We're the only marshmallow shop on the global marketplace that uses real marshmallow roots. We use beef gelatin. We don't use any corn syrup, and all of our colors are natural colors. This is our strawberries and cream. It is gluten-free and dairy-free. Hello there. I'm a real person. I'm really live. So if you want to ask me questions, feel free. These are our gourmet marshmallows. Add a question and answer sticker. I don't know how to do that. Both my hands are busy right now. Feel free to ask me questions, guys. We're the only marshmallow shop on the planet, really, on the global marketplace. We're the only ones that use real marshmallow root to make our marshmallows. Just like the old-fashioned kind that happened hundreds of years ago. We lost that skill with the Industrial Revolution when they learned how to make corn syrup into puffy little pellets. We don't use corn syrup at all, by the way. We use beef gelatin. We use cane sugar, natural colors, and organic marshmallow roots. You can find our confections at thetoastysmore.com. A lot of people are buying stuff for their Easter baskets. And this is our strawberries and cream. It's pretty popular for the Easter coming up. We have a peaches and cream as well. And then today's release, this one's new. That's is it fuzzy? It's pina colada. That's a new flavor that we're going to release today. No one else knows but you guys. Shh, tell the others. And over here, we're prepping some pans with some graham cracker for making s'mores. S'mores is our most popular. And you can see our lineup. And here's our happy little logo. I need my readers on. I can't tell if that's blurry or not. So, yeah, gonna make our s'mores. Feel free to ask me any questions. We have about 35 flavors right now, I think. I'm trying to get up to 40, but really it's just the two of us. It's just me and my husband. Sometimes our kiddos will help, but you know how kids are. Sometimes they'll make boxes and bags and stickers and stuff for us, but it's a struggle. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty marshmallow? Strawberries and cream. This is our gluten-free cornstarch and powdered sugar blend because I've already cut these and you can see that they still stick together. I'm just going through the process here. Getting these ready for bagging. Everything that we make is made by either my hands or my husband's hands. So we're a super small shop. We don't have any employees. It's just family owned and operated. Each bag has 3 of these marshmallows, so it's a total of 6 ounces. Honestly, our prices can't be beat because our overhead is so low. With the summer coming in, we are going to have to start adding ice packs and insulation to the orders. So there's that. Sorry about all the banging in the background. He's putting in some fresh batches of marshmallow on the cook end, getting those ready to be whipped into what you see here. It does take us 24 hours for each batch. So we do a 12-hour cold water extraction of the organic marshmallow root before we even start making the candy. And then after that, we start making the candy. And that takes another 12 hours. So it is 24 hours per batch. We just have to have a little system going. Feel free to ask any questions. We did do a TikTok live from 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, where we pack people's orders. So if you like to see that kind of thing, maybe that's for you. You can follow us on TikTok. We are the Toasty S'more. And then, of course, our website is thetoastysmore.com. So, what states are you guys in? We are currently in New Mexico. I see a couple of y'all in here. Where are y'all from? I'm actually a real person. This is not AI. I'm just trying to talk to folks. What states are you guys from? You guys want a bite? No, 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 no. Strawberries and cream gourmet marshmallows. We're the only shop on the global marketplace using real marshmallow roots. I know I say that over and over, but it's really special. We don't use any corn syrup. Most of our stuff is gluten-free. Almost all of it is dairy-free. Sorry, my back is hurting. Actually, I should do each one because this is the last row. We use natural colors. Each one is about 2 ounces. It's a little over usually. Each bag has 3 of these marshmallows in it. As you can see, they're pretty big. I think the camera's making them look bigger, than they are. They're 2-inch cubes, if that helps you. I like getting flavor suggestions. Do you guys have any flavor suggestions? And I also like to celebrate other cultures as far as like what kind of treats they enjoy. My favorite marshmallow is the creamy taro. So any flavor suggestions for you guys, for me in the house? Can you put the shield on top of this and shake this again?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to take this tray over. We're going to do our next one. Sorry, I'm walking. And again, there is our butter vanilla ready to be bagged. And here is our blueberry cheesecake, all natural colors, you guys. This one is fun because it has the cheesecake like a crust. It's a graham cracker crust. I can't tell if it's fuzzy or not. Here is our creme brulee. Now this sugar topping, this brown sugar topping on here is special. It is created by myself. You know, I'm a candy maker, so I can do this. It is a granulated sugar that tastes like caramel. That way, if you wanted the creme brulee experience without a torch, you don't have to set it on fire. It gives you a little bit of crunch. You know, it's granulated sugar. It has a little bit of bite to it, but it's the perfect amount of sugar on top there. If you wanted to get a torch, you can caramelize it to the perfect amount for a creme brulee shell on your marshmallow. This is a new flavor. Hardly anyone knows except for you guys. They're releasing today. This is pina colada. Again, with a sugar topping I created. It's all natural colors. And then can you dump it on that pan? Thank you. I'm trying to like walking over here with my tray. I know y'all can't tell I'm actually moving, but I am. Our kitchen is a small space here, but I love what we have. We have our mixers. We have another mixer that's going to be set up soon. And then I'll show y'all inside here. See that mixture down in there? That has organic marshmallow root and the beef gelatin. It is the highest grade of beef gelatin that we could find on the market because it has the most collagen in it. So it's really good for your skin, your joints, all that kind of thing. So I know it's a candy, but we try to make it a good experience as much as possible. So Here we are. All right, I'm going to change out. So I don't cross-contaminate my sugars, my powdered sugars, I mean. So I cover and I get a different bin. You know what I mean? So that's how we do this. Thank you. All right, let's look at the pretty pile of strawberry. Now that's all in the piles here. Isn't that pretty? Strawberry cheesecake. And that's going to be bagged up soon. So it's pretty special. Blueberry cheesecake. Okay. Are you forgetting something? I don't know what to tell you. Oh my gosh. Okay, help me. Can you get that bin up here? My knees are like, nope, not happening. Thank you. Different bin. All right. Okay. Just see, we seal everything up so it's all nice and tidy. Okay. Pina colada. This is a new flavor. If you look on our website right now, you'll see a picture of a pina colada drink because this is literally what I need to cut and take a picture of after I get off the phone with you lovely people. I'm going to take pictures of this for the website. I can't even tell if this is blurry or not because frankly I need readers and I can't see anything. Pina colada. Isn't that lovely? Oh wow, the aroma is delightful. So I'm trying to not get powdered sugar on the tops because I want them to maintain a nice vibrant yellow. There's going to be a little bit, but it won't be too much. So this first row is extra sticky and it's on the bottom here of my next bucket that I use. These are all food grade buckets. It's meant for this. And I shake off the extra powder. It goes into a little reservoir that we've got there. Actually, I'll show you all this. Let's see. See that? It's a safety thing that gets all the powdered sugar in there. It contains it, so it's all tidy. So that's how we do that. That's my own creation.
I was just saying that before she thought of that, it was like mushroom powdered sugar.
Yeah, powdered sugar was everywhere. We've done all kinds of renditions of how we're going to powder our marshmallows. But this is the one that seems to work the best. I do cut and powder several hundred marshmallows every single day. So it's not like the experience is there. Pina colada. Oh, this flavor is so good. I'm excited. And we also just yesterday released another new flavor, pistachio. We have real pistachios on it. And it is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for pistachio. And this pina colada is going to knock people's socks off too. It's a nice experience. This is not exactly a peep. Real marshmallow root. We're about to turn on one of the mixers, get our first batch going. Is it going to be s'mores?
Yes. 2 s'mores and cinnamon roll.
Oh, wow, yeah. We can't keep s'mores in shop.
Yep. Sometimes they mess up and they won't make it every day. And
Sometimes we mess up, he says.
people are like, where are the s'mores?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Not too shabby. So we're going to knock off all the excess sugar. It's not too much. Welcome to the Toasty S'more, my friends. Pina colada. Hardly anyone knows about this new flavor. It's going to go wild on TikTok. I just know it. It's really wonderful. We've created a nice community over there. People have come to our lives for quite a while now. This is our Pina Colada gourmet marshmallow. We're the only marshmallow shop in the global marketplace that uses real marshmallow root to make our marshmallows. Okay, I'm going to show y'all what's going on over here. Let's walk. So we just turned on one of our mixers. Here's the Toasty S'more. That's what our logo looks like. It's very steamy. That's the beginning of what it looks like. And then here pretty soon, we're going to have all these going. Okay, so pretty cool. And that is the base of the s'mores. It's real graham cracker. Then we crunch up real chocolate and put it in the middle, and then graham cracker on the top, and we stir it in so it doesn't come off when I cut it over here. And the mallow itself, by the way, on that s'mores is actually flavored like a campfire toasted s'more. It's not just vanilla marshmallow. This one is Pina Colada. If you guys missed it, it's our brand new flavor. I will be taking pictures of these exact marshmallows to go on the website because no one has seen these yet, except for you guys. We do take flavor requests. Do you guys have any flavor ideas that you would like to maybe see a marshmallow in a particular flavor? Feel free to put it down. This is live. I am real. I'm actually just improvising and making stuff up, seeing people come in and out of the room. But I'm actually a real person. This is not AI. And I will answer your questions. I will interact with you. It's my favorite thing to do. So don't be shy. Don't be a lurker. I like to cut it in half, put a little bit of sugar there. And I take this, I put it in the bucket like that. This is very sticky. See, it's very sticky. But when I jostle it around with other marshmallows with extra powdered sugar, so that's really powdery, it's all going to kind of equalize, and it'll be enough. But these were already cut on my cutter. And I better hurry up because I kind of want to finish cutting before I have to pour. It's a two-person job to do the pouring job, especially for s'mores. It's complicated. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers on the s'mores. Of course, we start off with the graham cracker. Then we do a layer of the marshmallow that is flavored in campfire toasted s'more. Then we do a layer of crushed Hershey's chocolate. And then we do another layer of the marshmallow, and then a layer of graham cracker, and we stir the graham cracker into the top so it won't come off. That's a nice looking marshmallow. The Toasty S'more, made in USA, family owned and operated by myself and my family. My son and I used to make candy together as a hobby. And one day he was looking through the cabinets. This is like a long time after we've been doing candy for a while. He was looking through the cabinets and he found an ancient bottle of corn syrup. And he's like, hey, wow, I kind of forgot it was there. He's like, hey, Mom, what can we make with this? I was like, okay, let's look at what we've got. We had the right ingredients to make marshmallows. We'd never done it before. I was like, okay, we've been making candy together for a long time. We're pretty experienced. We've done a lot of candy making, various types. So we become better as candy makers than we were when we first started. Let's try to make marshmallows, but without the corn syrup. So that's what we did. And then we learned how to make the marshmallows with real marshmallow root. And beef gelatin is really rare as well. Everything that you see at the grocery store is made with pork gelatin. It's a cheaper It doesn't have as much collagen or protein in it. It's pork gelatin is much softer. It has less body. So the corn syrup has to make up for the rest of the body of the marshmallow. So again, we don't use any corn syrup. We use beef gelatin. We use cane sugar, natural colors, and real marshmallow root. No one else in the world on the global marketplace is making their marshmallows with real marshmallow root. And that's the truth. It's a process. It takes us 12 hours to extract. We do a cold water extraction of organic marshmallow powder. And after that point, we start making the candy. And it takes an additional 12 hours for us to make the candy and be ready for it to come in a bag. We hand bag everything. We heat seal it. You can find us at The Toasty S'more. And this is our pina colada. Today's the debut, and I need to take pictures of these marshmallows to put on our website. So it's really special. I'm excited about this flavor. And then, like I said, pistachio was released yesterday, and it is so delicious. We have around 35 flavors, I'm kind of guessing. So, yeah, we try to get more flavors as we can. And this is our pina colada. Oh, it smells like tropical paradise. Isn't that lovely? You want guys a bite? No. I know, I'm corny. I'm not even sorry, though. I'm going to be weird like that. If you kind of like my silliness, or if you like watching this soothing experience, consider giving us a subscribe so that you can find me again. I don't really have a set schedule of when I do this. I do it in the afternoon sometime, but I'm so busy making candy that sometimes it's hard for me to keep an exact schedule for big candy filming here like we do this. So could you do me a favor and do this one, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna get him set up with, pardon me, I mean, I've got this strapped around my neck, so it's kind of hard for me to do this. Here's our strawberries and cream. And here is our butter vanilla. I cannot keep this in stock. It just flies out the door. And then here is our blueberry cheesecake. Again, all natural colors. These are natural colors. The graham cracker bottom, real marshmallow root, beef gelatin, no corn syrup. People are doing this for their Easter baskets. It's good quality candy. Up next, this one is a very hot seller. I know it may be a little ugly, but it's our creme brulee. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to try to not fall over as I do this. Oh my God. Okay. Creme brulee gourmet marshmallow. Fabulous. And then just put it in that tray over there. Thank you. All right. So, again, creme brulee gourmet marshmallows. We make these with real marshmallow root. No one else is doing this. Look at how massive these are. They're 2-inch cubes. I think the camera makes them look a little bit bigger than they are. Does that help? And feel free to ask me any questions. I actually am live. I'm a real person. This is our creme brulee. We use beef gelatin, no corn syrup, natural colors, and real marshmallow roots. This is a powdered sugar and gluten-free cornstarch blend. Most of my marshmallows are gluten-free, and this one is one of them. Most of them are gluten-free. You can find us at thetoastysmore.com. So I get the first row. I have to do extra powder on this one because it's the first one. So I have these food-grade buckets, and then I shake off the excess powder, and the excess powder is saved in that little shield that you see there. Sorry if it's crooked, guys. I'm trying to do multiple things here at once. What's in? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of some of the extra powder that's here. Bear with me, guys. What can I say? I have no employees. Just getting rid of extra powder. I'm getting overwhelmed. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to help him with a pour. So I don't know how graceful I'm gonna be, but it is what it is. Until then, I will work as fast as I can. Creme brulee. This one is very popular. Creme brulee gourmet marshmallows. We do have free shipping over $40, by the way. We have a loyalty program. We have a Marshmallow of the Month club. Feel free to ask me questions. I'm a real person. This is really live. I'm here to talk with you and interact with you. Where are you guys from? What state are you from? We are currently in New Mexico. We ship worldwide. Like I said, we are the only marshmallow shop on the global marketplace that uses real marshmallow roots. We're the only ones using real marshmallow root on our marshmallows, and we don't use any corn syrup, beef gelatin, and all natural colors. I should have done birthday cake next. Here's what a batch I'm going to do after this. For birthday cake, I made all of those sprinkles. They're all natural sprinkles, you guys. Okay, you're in Michigan. Yay! Miss Pfeiffer is one of our regular customers, and I'm so grateful for her. Thank you for giving me company. I really appreciate you. Look at that bubble. So even if there's bubbles, they still weigh out about 2 ounces a piece. Even if I happen to cut something a little crooked or a little mismatched, the package itself is always going to be at least 6 ounces. It's usually a little bit over. I try to be generous and accurate. I'm always going to over deliver and under promise because that's how I operate. See, after we bang these up, they're going to lighten a little and we'll get the excess powder off of there. And through a few minutes, that will be less powdery. It'll go back to that vibrant brown that you see there. It sounds like there's a batch ready to be poured. Everyone, not quite ready? Okay. Because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that with this camera around me. We'll find out. We did it yesterday, but I'm not sure how. I can't hear you. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's get a view here. He is not touching the marshmallow because it's hot. Wow. Let's get it in the pot view. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so cool. That's a huge whisk. Great huge whisk, and then he just kind of get the extras off, and then we'll pour. So I have a little bit of time to do a row or two over here. It takes him a while. There's a lot of tines on that blender mixer. the long process is making the marshmallows and bagging the marshmallows. The cutting that I do right here really doesn't take that long. But the bagging is really, really long. That's why we've been talking about our bagging machine. We've got a bagging machine from China. Unfortunately, we're having to get some work. It's a doorstop right now. So it's a very expensive doorstop because there was some issues with our communication. Uh, it's not U.S. electric. It has Chinese electric, and it will not work. So we have a master electrician or two looking at it to help us get it running. It will function, but just not the way that it is. So they have to do magical electrical stuff inside of there and get it working for us. And all of the buttons are in Chinese. That's something I really wish was not there. My Mandarin. Are you waiting for me?
Yeah.
That would be great if you communicated that. I'm not a mind reader. I did not hear you. It's loud. Okay. Here we go. So this is my thing. Let me
No.
hold up. No. Okay, stop. So this is where I have to work really quickly. It is harder than it looks. Sorry that I might not be getting camera view perfect every time. This is harder than it looks to get it in the corners because if you lift the slightest bit, we have a truck that just pulled up. You might want to take care of that. Where's the chocolate? Oh, here it is. Y'all get to watch me do the chocolate. Oh my gosh. So it's a measured amount of chocolate. Every single batch is consistent. This is crushed Hershey's. And I just have to do the best I can. Now do stir this so that it is more incorporated into the marshmallow and it won't come apart during the cutting. So it's quite a bit of chocolate, as you can see. This is what it looks like inside of every single s'mores that we make. I just try to cover all the bald spots the best that I can, but I am going to stir this up a bit, so it kind of doesn't matter. But I try to make even the best that I can. I've made hundreds of these batches, so I'm pretty accustomed to it. So that's quite a lot of chocolate. But it does melt a little bit in the marshmallow because it's hot. Where's the gray? Here we go. This is my favorite spatula. I've had this ever since I started this whole business. And that's kind of stirred in so it doesn't come apart. I think you should open the door, it's hot. I have to work quickly because it is starting to set. I can't play with it. And then we have to do the other layer quickly. Okay. Can you help me? So while I'm waiting for him, I'm scraping down the sides so it can pour fast. Right now he's doing some flavor in this one. And we have to just coordinate with all the different mixers going. We have to move fast. Okay, here we go. And this one we have to actually travel for.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is our most difficult marshmallow to make because of all the different layers, because of the traveling. If we don't travel, it will squish what's already there into a bowl shape in the pan, and it won't be the same for every marshmallow. And now, I basically have that going. That goes to be washed. And then we have this pre-measured out crushed graham crackers. Some of these pieces are a little big for me, so I'm squishing them up. Oops, last one. And we'll do the same amount on every batch. It's measured for each one. And I have to stir these in. Otherwise, when I cut them 12 hours later from now, all these are going to fall off. So I have to stir these in. So I use the one that I used for the chocolate chips and stir them in. And there are casualties. I do lose some crumbs. This is not a clean job. We get crumbs and dust and sugar everywhere, which is part of the game. So I do stir it in quite a bit. Like I said, I will lose them if I don't do this. So it looks like there's less than there really is. Because I do lose some on the sides here, but all in all, it's not that much. See, there's some out here, but it's not much that I'm losing. It is some, but not much. All in all. And sometimes for the corners, I'll retrieve some of these and put them on so that, you know, it feels better. It's like these corners. I'll get like a couple, you know, I'll just kind of dink them in there. That's kind of how I do it. So it'll kind of stay in there. And then that goes into this drying rack here. And that's how we do it. Okay, back to my powdering. Now, I was touching soy and gluten with the graham crackers, so I have to change gloves. And I have a ton of gloves. Bear with me. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I'm by myself. Okay. So I have vinyl gloves. Fresh gloves. Because I'm not going to cross-contaminate. Just because I was working with s'mores doesn't mean I'm going to mess up my gluten-free status on my other marshmallows. You'll clean the pot. I'm sorry that I missed your comment there, Yankee. I was super focused. And the camera may be a little bit close to my face. I'm having a hard time seeing it. Okay, there we go. This is our creme brulee. Wow. And this sugar that I put on here is a custom blend sugar that I created myself. It is a caramel flavored granulated sugar so that you get a creme brulee experience without a torch. But this is the perfect amount of sugar. If you wanted to get a kitchen torch and set this on fire, this is the perfect amount to get a little bit of that creme brulee shell. It's lovely. And thank you so much for that order. I heard it. Thank you for that. Easter time, let's get some real candy in that basket. We don't use any corn syrup. We're the only shop on the global marketplace that uses real marshmallow root to make our candy. All of our colors are natural. I know it might not be impressive when I'm looking at the brown, but like, look at this birthday cake I'm going to cut next. I made all of those sprinkles. Those are all natural color sprinkles. Um, everything is made by myself or my husband. We're family owned and operated. Our kids help with the boxes sometimes, bags, stickers, mascot, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is our creme brulee. It's a little messy looking right now, but we'll get off the extra sugar. And this is a gluten-free marshmallow. Most of our stuff is gluten-free and dairy-free. We do have a menu section on the top of our website called Be Toasty S'more. It has a gluten-free section, so it's easy to find that way. So what flavor are you doing over here?
So this is cinnamon roll.
Ooh, cinnamon roll is being made right in here. Cinnamon roll is really popular. Which is this flavor? S'mores, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll be helping him pour another batch of s'mores here in a second. Like, I'm actually really pressing the envelope here because he's about to lift up that pot, and I'm trying to do this. I'm actually going to try to finish this entire batch real quick because I don't want to cross-contaminate. This is gluten-free marshmallow. S'mores is not gluten-free. So I'm going to try and finish these up as quickly as I can. The cornstarch in here is a gluten-free cornstarch. Not all cornstarch is gluten-free. It's kind of surprising, I know, but it is what it is. We're really careful about that kind of thing. All right, he's over there waiting patiently for me. Actually, I want to give you I'm going to give you all a shot of what it looks like. Oh, it's so fun. Oh my gosh. Massive whisk. So cool. Creme brulee gourmet marshmallow. And so this bucket here is a food grade bucket full of creme brulee marshmallows. We're going to put a shield on top of this. Let me find it to protect it while I walk away. That way it's nice and safe. So I'm going to help him make that s'mores. I'm going to show you all what I've already cut and what I'm about to cut. So I'm going to cut this blueberry cheesecake soon. Natural colors, y'all. Real organic marshmallow roots. It has that graham cracker crust like a real cheesecake. And then this one is our pina colada. It's a new flavor. I'm going to be taking pictures of these marshmallows for the website. And this is our strawberries and cream. And this is our butter vanilla. That one we can barely keep in stock. All right, time to pour some s'mores, y'all. All right, here we go. Hands off. Message redacted. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
All right, so we do have to, sorry, you guys. We do have to travel for this one. I don't want quite as much mallow in this layer as the others. Have to work quickly. It's actually harder than it looks because everything sticks. This is a campfire toasted s'more flavored marshmallow. This is not just vanilla. This is flavored like a campfire toasted s'more for our s'mores marshmallow. I'm really proud of that. It's pretty cool. And so next we're going to add that layer of the crushed up chocolate, which is where? Where's the chocolate? Oh, on the other side. So this is a measured amount. We do the same amount for every single batch. This is real Hershey's chocolate. So yes, this has dairy. I try my best to make it as even as possible. I know it might drive y'all crazy for a while. I'd be like, oh, she missed a spot. I get it. And then I'm also going to stir it around because if I cut it like this, what I have found is that it pulls the marshmallow apart. See, marshmallow is hydrophobic. lipophilic. And chocolate is hydrophobic. So it's kind of like oil on water. If you don't mix the two manually, they will naturally try to pull apart and not stay together when it's encompassed inside, because we're going to put another layer of marshmallow on top of this. So this is fairly even as far as the entire batch goes, but I am going to stir this in. So that way it will not come apart, like I said. Otherwise, you'll have chunks of chocolate flying out. And it does kind of melt a little bit of the chocolate because this marshmallow is pretty warm. This liquid, this liquid form of the marshmallow, it's just been burned, I shouldn't say burned, but it's been cooked at a high temperature for a certain amount of minutes. And yeah, so it's pretty warm. It's going to melt the chocolate a little bit. Usually we do it pretty quickly, so it's not going to be a big deal. And now we do the next layer of marshmallow. This one is one where we have to travel and it's a little bit harder to do. So if I don't get the focus on this screen, I'm sorry. Where are we going?
I don't know.
It's a different every time. That's my fault. You can make bags for me, please. Thank you. That's actually really helpful. My daughter just walked in to help. I know. If you want to put those on the rack, that is fine. She's here to help me make bags. We have to hand make all of our bags until our bagging machine is working, that is. Okay. And now the graham crackers goes on. What are all those message retracted things? Does anyone know what he said? Because I'm not really able to read as much right now while we're pouring light pours. It's close to my face and I have to really focus on the hot molten sugar in front of me. And I use my favorite spatula. It's covered in s'mores stuff. Please do not be alarmed. It is not cross contamination. It's the same marshmallow. As you can see, if you can hear me breathing, I'm sorry. It's actually a pretty intense workflow. I have to work quickly. It's heavy. It's hot. So I might be panting a little bit. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. All right. It moved into the mallow so it doesn't come off when I do the cutting. I don't want this on my cutter. I want this in the mallow. The Toasty S'more. This is our namesake. It literally tastes like a campfire toasted s'more. The mallow is flavored as a campfire toasted s'more. You can roast this if you want to. I don't think most people do that, though. I think they just open up the package and they go to town. Because the first bite, you're hooked. We use Keebler graham crackers. So, name brand, we don't use cheap, generic, off-brand. We try to use the best ingredients we can find. I'm aware that I can use gluten-free graham crackers, but that's a bit out of my price point, to be completely frank. Put them on the corner. Yeah, well, that fell off the edges. And there we go. What flavor is this?
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. Oh, are the arms cut or
The
cleaned?
inside.
Okay.
Are they clean?
You said just water. I don't understand how to clean them. I told you I didn't know how to clean
They're
them.
not
You
clean.
said just water.
Yeah, Athena, we are live right now. Okay. So I'm gonna let you handle this. I cannot carry this. So I'm gonna go back to my cutting job here. Okay, that is fine.
And
Fresh gloves on.
clean the cutter arms.
Okay. Well, where's Sebastian?
Okay.
Asleep. Oh, that's unfortunate. Pina colada gourmet marshmallows. Ah! Here's our peaches and, sorry, strawberries and cream. I was gonna say peaches and cream. We do have that flavor as well. Here's our butter vanilla. Here's the blueberry cheesecake I'm gonna cut after the birthday cake. That's right. I won't be cutting because I don't have arms. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna assist with this cinnamon roll pour. I'm not touching the marshmallow, but I'm gonna pick, actually, can you pick up the pan and put it away? And I'll help you with this pour. I'm helping him get that on a tray. We're getting it out of here to put it over here on the drying rack. This is arm covers, the apron, the whole 9 yards. Okay. So this is our pan. Again, this is hot sugar. We are not touching this mallow. Okay, so I don't have gloves on. Don't freak. I'm not touching this. It's hot. Okay. This is our cinnamon roll. So this one's kind of an interesting one because we put a grid on top of the batch to show me the exact squares of where to make each one look like a real cinnamon roll. But first for this one, I do kind of dig a little bit deep in the mallow to kind of help pop bubbles. And he's going to go get the what we call arms of my cutter. And it gives us that grid. Otherwise, I would not really be able to guess exactly where to put my swirls to make these look like real cinnamon rolls. So this is what cinnamon roll looks like before my art. Okay, I'm gonna make it look like real cinnamon rolls here in a few minutes. Get some gloves on because I will be getting close to the mallow with the cinnamon swirls. Okay. See all these dishes have to go. Our very expensive bagging machine that does not work. That's fine. All right. Fresh gloves. Oh, this is the part where employees would be awesome, but it is what it is. Vinyl gloves. We do not use latex. All right. And I'm usually the only one that does this. It's a little bit stressful to do the cinnamon swirls on top. I'm not entirely sure where the cinnamon is off the top of my head. Maybe we could take a look for it real quick. So we have some bins that have our ingredients inside of them. Wait, what are they? Oh, I see where they are. Maybe? Oh, these are my colors. And then my sugars that I create all the sugars. And then my sprinkles that I create, all from scratch. I don't know where the cinnamon is. So I have to wait for him to come and bring cinnamon. Otherwise, I can't do anything. Oh, wait, there's one more bin. So you can see, got our powdered sugar, and then here's our marshmallow root in that bin. We've got our bins here. Their ingredients, pretty cool. And this is a bin with our organic matcha for our milky matcha flavor. Nope, no cinnamon. See, there's the matcha that we use, certified organic. That's how we make our milky matcha marshmallow. I don't know where the cinnamon is. Unless it's in this bin and I can't see it. Hello, there's chocolate chips and Biscoff cookies and cocoa. Maybe it's in here. This is why we have to work together because I can't do this alone. I don't know what's in that bin. I use these toothpicks though. This is how I do the magic of the swirl of the marshmallow. Please forgive me. I don't know where the cinnamon is. Well, he better hurry up or this is going to set. I'm ready. I'm armed and dangerous. Athena, do you know where the cinnamon is? Oh, bother. Oh, here it is. Yay. I can at least be doing something useful. Cinnamon, fancy. So yeah, this is literally what I do. I just randomly do it on top. I used to use a little too much. People kind of scolded me for that. They're like, it's too much cinnamon. Okay, I'm sorry. I get excited. I sprinkle and I do the thing. I get excited. So I'm going to swirl these to make them look like real cinnamon rolls. And this is a technique I came up with myself. We utilize our wire cutter parts, like the arms that have the wires. They're perfectly spaced 2 inches. And I swirl with my fancy toothpick. It sounds a little bit simple, but it's actually, it's kind of like playing the violin. It looks a little easier than it actually is. All right, now I'm ready. I just need my arms so that they're even. So I wait patiently for the husband to come back. These are cinnamon roll gourmet marshmallows. We haven't quite gotten to the swirl part yet. Here he comes. This is a completely different space. You know, we are not, okay, so which side goes down? Okay, I'll let you do that because I'll hold that a second, sure. One, hey, you told me 1 second. Okay, just don't sweat it, man. We'll just wash it. It's not a big deal. Here. Don't sweat the small stuff.
I'm not sweating it. It's just.
All right, so as you can see, now we've got 2-inch squares. And I have to work quickly because we had to wait quite a while to get this ready. And it's really hard to do the longer you wait because it is setting every moment. See, that was terrible. That was terrible. Should we tell him? No. Just be quiet.
Probably in the kitchen unless you guys do something here.
Tim, please, just stop. You know how you get a haircut and your husband never notices? That's kind of the vibe we have around here. He doesn't notice.
Back to you.
Yeah. This is terrible. We can't wait this long ever again. This is hard. I need you to get another toothpick and help me because this is setting now. Otherwise, this is going to look like little mountains and not cinnamon rolls. start in the center and then work out quicker than you really want to. And that's how we make our cinnamon rolls. This is just the way we've always done it. There might be an easier way. Yeah, please work quickly because it's setting.
Is it worth me working on it?
Absolutely, do it. I hate making cinnamon roll, by the way. But now only you guys know that. And see, it looks like real cinnamon rolls when it's all said and done. See that? Looks like real cinnamon rolls, doesn't it? We're going to take off the arms and clean them and use them for other jobs. To cut the, well, I've already cut, actually, so we could just leave it alone. So this one does not want to behave. That's always fun. Some are better than others. I need a new toothpick. And they will kind of settle down a little bit. If they make real high peaks, they'll kind of come down a little bit. See, overall, they look like cinnamon rolls in the package. These are our gourmet marshmallows. They are gluten-free. They are dairy-free. We use all natural colors, beef, gelatin, and never any corn syrup, guys. We're the only marshmallow shop on the global marketplace using real marshmallow root to make our marshmallows. Stop complaining.
Well, look at mine and look at yours.
So what? You're fine. Just do the best you can. And go to the corners.
I do.
Like do the exit. So you stay in the middle too long. Just do the best you can. The more you practice it, the better you'll get. My husband gets very frustrated with himself. It's fine. Just needs a little bit more practice. He does other jobs. He makes the marshmallows a lot, following our family recipes to the T. And honestly, I could not get by without him on his expertise in our inventory and tech for like how things work as far as our website, which is thetoastysmore.com. And that is a batch of our cinnamon roll gourmet marshmallows made with fancy equipment here. And yeah, gluten-free, dairy-free. We use real marshmallow root to make our marshmallows. These are our cinnamon roll gourmet marshmallows. They are very hard to keep in stock. They're always selling out. So maybe check that out. Sorry about the mess I've got over here for you, husband. I might be a good person to take my trash. I'm messy. Gloves again. All right, so if you are just rolling in, here's our pina colada gourmet marshmallows ready to be bagged up any moment by my helpers. Here is the strawberries and cream. Here is the vanilla. It's a French vanilla. It's actually called butter vanilla. It's a strong French vanilla. And here is our blueberry cheesecake, and it has a graham cracker crust. As you saw, the cinnamon rolls over there. And then here is our birthday cake. That's what I'm doing next. I have to get on some fresh gloves. Actually, I have my creme brulee in my little powder bucket. That's going to be put on a tray and gotten out of my way. And until then, I'm going to be getting my space ready for my birthday cake, gourmet marshmallows, as I get a fresh pair of gloves on, just to prevent any kind of cross-contamination. I'm a bit picky about that sort of thing. Sorry, this is literally strapped around my neck, and you get to see every movement I make. It's awesome. All right, so, sorry, gloves. Okay. You guys have any questions for me? I'm a real person. I'm actually here. I'm gonna answer questions. Hello. Feel free to ask any questions. This is really hard with the camera around me. I may be a little slower than usual. All right. Could you please do this? So we were getting help with bag making. I make a little bit of space. We are currently in New Mexico, and I'm always curious where you guys are at in the world. We're in New Mexico in the United States. Let's see our mixers over there. Okay. And next up, it's birthday cake. See if I can get this down without killing myself. Okay, there we go.
Can you help put this on?
I'll try.
Okay. How do I do it?
All right. And then I have the tray for you over there for you to put the marshmallows on. Name of the game. Please put those over there for me.
That's done every time.
Okay. My gosh, someone's grumpy. I don't know what his deal is. Birthday cake. Oh, wow. It really does smell like birthday cake. Look at that. We use all natural colors. See all these sprinkles? These sprinkles were made by yours truly. You're in Texas, Angie? Oh, let me move the phone back. I couldn't see what you were saying. Bet you can't wait to get your machine set up. Oh my goodness gracious. That is our biggest problem. Let's look at this. Let's have a little powwow. Let's complain about this guy. Let's look at here's the English that I have on here. Can y'all read that? Everything is blurry. Is it just my eyes? I can't focus. Anyway, that says, such as the direction of the arrow indicator, runtime, please do not start. That's the best English on this entire machine. Everything else, there's a button that says jog. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't hitting that button. I don't want to jog. I'll maybe if I'm on fire or if a bear is chasing me, but I'm not going to jog for nobody. And there's the other, it's all Chinese. Everything's Chinese. So anyway, this machine is our bagging machine. There's going to be a conveyor belt that comes out of here. That's what this stuff is in here. It's a belt, a giant conveyor belt, and it's going to go like that and make our lives a little bit easier. Right now, it's a $10,000 doorstop. Yes.
But we had to drive 36 hours.
Yeah, 36 hours of driving just to get that stupid bagger. And 4 months.
5 months.
5 months. Okay. All right. This needs to be done better. Use your finger to release the sugar and just dump it in the trash, and that's fine. That's how I do it. All that needs to go away. So that will be great once it's working. Such a time saver. Wow. Yeah, what do I, for real, Angie? Oh my gosh. So we spend about 6 hours a day bagging. In fact, I'm looking at the time now and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to be ready for the live. I'm going to have to force the children to help me bag, which they really hate, by the way. But I mean, it's not a one person job. Otherwise, there's no way I'm going to be on that live on time. So yeah, I just put this in there. And we take off the extra powder. This is my invention. So if you're like, wait, where does all the powder go? I have this bag that's like elastic on the bottom of the bucket. I can't turn it too much. Yeah, that's how I do it. So yeah, pina colada is the secret recipe that's being released today that no one else knows about. So that tray over there that I do take pictures of those marshmallows, those are the actual marshmallows that's going to be on the listing. And I need to do that before the live on TikTok. Isn't that cute? That turned out really cute. I don't always get a good yellow on the birthday cake. The natural yellow tends to be a little bit like an eggshell color instead of a bright yellow. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It's super cute. It's our birthday cake. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, we'll have to do a family train of getting all these in the bags before the live, because what's going to be sold tonight on the live is what we're doing right here. Fresh every day is what we're making. You know, there's a certain rotation. They don't sell out every single day, so some of them are maybe a day or something, but they last for months, months and months and months. And I have to start picking up the pace. Sorry, guys. It's a necessary thing. I can't wait for the bagger to work. Oh my goodness. Looks pretty good. Not too shabby. Yeah, very nice. Very festive. Yes, they freeze beautifully, as Miss Pfeiffer says. I've had people come in that said they don't even have to freeze them. I haven't done that theory. Eventually I'm going to pay a food lab $2,000 to test my marshmallows to see how long does it take for them to crystallize on the inside, because they don't ever go bad. It's like those I hate to compare it. You guys know those strawberry candies with the red wrapper that looks like a strawberry that your grandma used to have in the bottom of her purse, and they would be like 20 years old, but you'd never know? It's kind of like that. This is very shelf stable. And I just I don't think they go bad really for a very long time. They might crystallize on the inside if they get hot, especially. So here we are, summer, paying a little bit more for the ice packs and the insulation and stuff, but it's worth it. Some people like the crunch if it happens. I think we're trying to avoid it for the most part. I ate all 3 of the s'mores in the pack yesterday. I wasn't able to do self-control to store them after opening. Oh my goodness, I feel you. You know what? That's okay. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. It is totally okay. Just don't do it every day. I worry a little bit about our friend Wero. He buys a lot of marshmallows, and I'm like, I don't want to mom him, but it's our candy. Let's pace ourselves. Have you guys tried the pistachio? No, of course you haven't. I just released them yesterday. Pistachio is actually insane. I love it. That one in the pina colada, my stomach is like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Feed me. Yep. So we are going to have to get the children in here and everyone lined up. Hopefully, you know what? I think he is gifting them to others. And he's such a sweetheart. Like, he's supporting us, it feels like, really often. And I'm just like, oh, I hope you're okay. Yeah, I think he gives them to his family and stuff like that. He's such a sweetie. Yeah, today we're going to have to get the family lined up on the tables and get these bagged up for y'all because it is 3 o'clock. We have our live in 2 hours. Oh my goodness. I'm low key freaking out. I might be late to the live today. And I got up early too. Well, usually I have help. And for whatever reason, the kids are burned out. I'm thinking of buying some to gift to teachers. Oh my gosh. When it's Teacher Appreciation Day. That is a fantastic idea. I love that. Tell the others. That's a great idea. Yeah, these do give really good gifts. They're really, it's a good size for the gifting. They're a good size for it. They're excellent size for stocking stuffers or basket stuffers, things like that. What do you guys think of this camera around my neck thing? Is this okay? Welcome into the Toasty S'more, you guys. If you are new, we're the only marshmallow shop on the global marketplace making real marshmallows the old-fashioned way. We use real marshmallow root. We don't use any corn syrup. We use natural colors. We use beef gelatin. It takes about 24 hours for each batch to be ready to go into bags, to be heat sealed and labeled properly, and then into your belly. We're going to have to wake the children to bag because there's no way I can bag these in time for the live. Oh, look at that. I forgot I had another row. So did any of y'all have like a little family business? Any business owners in the chat? Or anyone that's friends or relation to anyone that has their own business? And if so, what do you do? Tell me about your business. I like to support other folks too. There was a lady that came in to our live and she was like, yeah, I make air fresheners. And I have one that's a s'more shape. I bought one of her s'mores air fresheners. And I picked a scent that's called Love Spell. I have no idea what that's supposed to smell like, so I'm like, whatever. It'll be fun. And then if things work out, maybe I'll carry her air fresheners that are the s'more shape on my website, because I want to eventually have things like shirts and mugs and stuff like that, s'more related or marshmallow related fun things. There we go. That's the last of the birthday cake. Where is my, here it is. Oh my goodness, my knees. I'm not entirely sure how well I can do this with the camera strapped to me, so let me prepare myself. This is where the marshmallow was, so if it looks dirty, it's because the marshmallow was already laying on this tray. It's just powdered sugar, so I'm gonna try to shake this live to get off the extra powder, so I'm sorry in advance about everything. I'm alone. And then on the bottom, it's actually really tiring. On the bottom of this bucket, I have another thing here that catches all the extra powder. You see? So I take off. I'm going to pretend like I'm not out of breath. And then I just pour it on the tray. See, they come out with the powder, the excess powder shaken off. So they're nice. They're not powdery. I realize the camera's crazy. It is what it is. There we go. My birthday cake gourmet marshmallows. And I'm gonna take that tray over to be bagged. And that's that for that one. And then I have one more batch to cut and powder. And I use a separate, where's my lid? Oh, there it is. Of course, I always cover my sugar. I don't play. Everything's tidy, as tidy could be, with powdered sugar literally everywhere. It's daily cleaned. And I have to find a good place for this. I don't think I can carry this with the camera, so I'm just going to put this on my cutter. And then next, I'm going to get my specific sugar. Okay, that's heavy. Hold on. Oh my gosh. My specific sugar produced for graham crackers. Okay, because we're going to cut and powder our last one of the day, which is my blueberry cheesecake. It does have gluten because it has the graham cracker crust. Somebody come over here. I'm gonna get to work. I did cut this before the live because I can't do it with holding the camera. These are natural colors. Oh, the blueberry. Every time I tear open the cut, it's so rich in the blueberry aroma. Natural colors, real marshmallow root. We're the only ones making marshmallows with real marshmallow root. We don't use any corn syrup, and we use beef gelatin. And then I have this blend of cornstarch and powdered sugar, and then I do use some of the cookies that kind of went off. And I kind of do a little bit extra like that. And I let them get extra powder on the sides so that I can get the excess knocked off in our bucket. And you'll notice the marshmallow I'm cutting here. This is gourmet marshmallows. Hi, Charlotte. This is a blueberry cheesecake gourmet marshmallow. We sell them in packs of 3s. We're the only marshmallow maker in the world on the global marketplace that makes our marshmallows the old-fashioned way. We use real marshmallow root to make our marshmallows. We don't use any corn syrup. These are all natural colors. And we use beef gelatin. Beef gelatin has more collagen in it. It's a higher level ingredient. It's a nicer, higher quality ingredient, the beef gelatin. Most marshmallows are made with pork gelatin, and we prefer to use the good stuff, So people are using these to fill up Easter baskets right now. It's real popular. And we do have a TikTok live where we pack orders. You can see your orders getting packed. If you order today, we'll probably pack it tomorrow, but it's fun to see. Yeah. What do you think of that, Charlotte? Pretty cool. A little bit of extra blue there. See if I can get that looking a little bit more normal. Sometimes I'll touch the top and I have some blue and I'll touch it and it'll look like that. Most of the time it just looks like cheesecake on the side. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Blueberry cheesecake. We have about 35 flavors, I think, right now. All kinds of stuff. We have stuff for grown-ups. We have stuff for kids. Nostalgia flavors like cotton candy and birthday cake and butter, vanilla, strawberries and cream. We have a pistachio that's just been released. So even though I cut it, it sticks together, so we have to pry them apart. And I have all this extra powder that keeps them from sticking. So I didn't have any powder between these, so if I did this, they stick together. They're very sticky, but once I put the powder on, they're no longer sticky. And I just put it in this contraption here and it shakes off the extra powder. So it's not super powdery. Like all this extra powder will be gone when we treat it. And we shake it around. We're family owned and operated. It's just me and my family. Me and my husband primarily. Sometimes our kiddos help, but they help with boxing and bagging and things like that. It's been a little bit of a trial getting them to help lately, but it is what it is. I actually grew up with my mom owning her own business, and she owned a used bookstore. So I'm very accustomed to family business. Every day from school, I'd get on the city bus after school and I would ride the bus to her bookstore and put away books for the rest of the day. So I never had summers off. I never had after school off. It's just what I was used to. So it's just kind of, it's a way of life, I guess. That is one. So each package has 3. And you can see they're 2-inch cubes. They're pretty large marshmallows. But yeah, it's a pretty good amount of candy. So each bag is 6 ounces. We're the cheapest on the market too because we have such a low overhead. So to give you some math, this is made from pure marshmallows. We use organic marshmallow root to make our marshmallows. We use cane sugar. We use what's called an invert sugar, which is basically a cane sugar that's cooked into a syrup. And that just keeps the sugar from crystallizing and turning not soft. It turns into like little rocks. And it's not ideal. All candy makers use some kind of syrup, but most of the time they use corn syrup. We do not use any corn syrup at all. So we use the cane sugar syrup and then beef gelatin and organic marshmallow root. In fact, I'm going to show you what the organic marshmallow root looks like. So here's our ingredient bins. You see that? This one down here, this one is it. This is the secret. This is our organic marshmallow root. And what we have to do is we have very specific measurements. It's very precise. What we do is a 12-hour cold water infusion of this to extract out the good stuff. And then after that point, we start making the candy. So it's a pretty long process to make one batch of marshmallows. It's 24 hours from start to finish. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So we use organic marshmallow root. As far as I know, and I try to look it up fairly often, make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. As far as I know, no one else in the global marketplace in the entire world is making their marshmallows the way we do with real marshmallow root. 99% of all marshmallows out there are made with corn syrup. And we don't do that. We just use the cane sugar, the real marshmallow root, the beef gelatin, which has more collagen in it. It's a higher quality ingredient. Actually, some people require this. We have the certificate for the beef gelatin. It is halal certified. And these are all natural colors. This blue color is really interesting. It's made from spirulina. Spirulina is a type of blue-green algae. And so there's a company that we like to use called Chef Master. They have a whole line of natural colors and they extract, sweetheart, that's extremely loud. They extract out the good stuff without the flavor of whatever plant it came from. So look at here. If you look at my sprinkles, I made all these sprinkles from various extracts, and the different colors are the different plants. And I use the Chef Master because I just don't have time to make my own colors. So I do use them. They're really reliable. They're really well known. And my son rolls in. Hello. We need to really go quick. We have 2 hours before the live. And so we're not prepared at all for our live that happens in 2 hours. An hour and 45 minutes. Everything has to be bagged and stickered and ready. And it's probably going to be a little stressful. So I'm gonna start cutting a little faster, and I will be getting off this live when I'm done with this batch. But if you like what you see, consider giving my YouTube channel here a follow, because I'm trying to show pours each day. So we have all these mixers that we do mix the marshmallow, and when they're ready, we'll do a live pour of the candy into the trays, and you can watch that. So just give it a subscribe. We'll talk you through it the best I can, and it's pretty fun. And if you are on TikTok, we have a live over there at 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time where we package orders. And you can talk to me, and I won't have the camera strapped around my neck like I do right now. And I like to talk with everyone. It's a lot of fun. Hi, Miranda. I just got a message, and I don't know how that happened, but it popped up. I can't touch my phone, obviously. But yeah, we'd love to have you guys visit. And our website has lots of blogs and stuff that I've written. And you can learn more about our ingredients and our process. And if you like that, you go to thetoastysmore.com. We're always open for business 24/7. If you are up in the midnights and you're like, hey, I need a snacky snack, you can grab something. We're always changing flavors, making it interesting. And like I said, our overhead is really low, so we're able to be the most affordable gourmet marshmallow with the best ingredients in the world. So that's fun. There we go. Blueberry cheesecake. It smells so good. It's so beautiful. I really feel like this is one of our most pretty marshmallows. There's the graham cracker. I will get that extra powder off there. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Yeah, sometime in the afternoon, I'm trying to come in here and do lives and stuff, but I don't have a set schedule for YouTube just yet. Because, like I said, it's just a family, and if we get behind, I can't just give an assignment to an employee. We're just doing the best we can with each other. I see a message from Miranda. Miranda, if you're here in the room, I'll look at your notes later. I'm not able to read your messages as it is right now. I will try to get back to you. All right. Maybe consider sharing this. Maybe people need to know about us, right? Maybe people need to find us and discover us. We don't have a advertising budget like the big companies do, but I feel like our stuff is pretty special. And if you agree, maybe consider telling your friends and family about us. We really appreciate that. As it is, that is a wrap for today. I'm really grateful and humbled for you guys to come and visit me and give me company. I really appreciate y'all. I hope that I see you again in the future. And life is sweeter when we come together.